Please stop.
We're,
No.
we're almost
Happy New
there.
Year.
Welcome to Digimon chat.
Where we talk about the Digimon series, where people kill people with hidden blades.
Monstro digitale.
In the comments, tell us what Digimon is your favorite and how you prefer them cooked.
Please don't take your Digimon to the White Void.
Nope. Oh hey, we got money.
Or the Black Void.
Wonder how Desmond's handling it. How Desmond's feeling right now.
Actually, we'll be checking in with Desmond pretty soon.
Actually, we haven't seen Desmond in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I actually
We're due
thought
for it, I guess.
the last week when we were streaming, I thought we were almost done because we got the 5th Masyaf key, and I thought, okay, you know, like we're pretty much in the end game now. But there's actually like 2 more sequences to do. Hang on.
Like, yeah, it's weird. They like hyped up the oh god, Desmond's trapped in the void angle with this man, and then they kind of
Just didn't do
Stop.
anything with Desmond for a little while.
I guess that they just wanted to frame the game because they pulled you out of the game a lot with Two and
Yeah.
Brotherhood. Because, you know, hey, you gotta visit the villa or whatever for no reason. I gotta collect these things that don't do anything. Sick.
Okay. I think I'm on like the opposite side of the city from where I need to be. Yes, I am.
I remember like watching as the Assassin's Creed games just took you further into the Animus in real life, because like you know, these games start with you playing as Desmond, and then you know he's in the Animus longer and longer and longer, and they keep talking about how that's bad and bad and bad, and then like you know in a couple games from now we're just gonna be some face like they stop caring about anything that's not in Animus stuff.
Basically,
they keep
yeah.
on talking about how that faceless person's like destroying their relationships by spending all the time in the animus.
They know how their digital bread is buttered. People come to see stuff in the past, not the weird present plot lines, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the present stuff.
You know, they could kind of get away with it though if they like imply that there is something super fucked up happening in like the present storyline. Like,
I mean, I think it'd be
Yeah.
worth keeping around if they did a little more interesting stuff with it.
like there's like some sort of like horror situation going on in the outside world. The animus.
Well, like
Yeah, I feel it could have. People would probably resent the present stuff less if it had been, you know, more. If more things had happened.
Yeah.
yeah, like because the only thing that happens is we stab our girlfriend and we get very worried about we're looking into the past because the precursor people did something. What are they doing?
Yeah, we also haven't done as much with those, have we?
Not really.
We interact in the real world. We interacted with them twice.
Very odd framing device, and
Mm-hmm.
also I was gonna say like there's also a lack of tension because you know what's gonna happen because we know Ezio, for instance, has to live long enough to have a child.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, I don't know.
there was never any fucking tension in any of these games, so who
Well,
cares?
I mean, it was just.
It might
I
not be
assume
his
he's already
kid
had the
that
child.
continues born.
Yeah.
No, because then he wouldn't have the memories.
I mean, I guess they do establish that. Yeah. Or
But
did they just forget, like, decide that detail made things too hard and just leave it?
Nothing I do a secret. Not to worry, brother.
Like,
Which,
the
to be
reason we
fair,
have-
if it makes for a better story, might not be the worst idea.
Neither of you are going
well,
anywhere.
the thing is,
Just
these are
the
genetic
Janissaries
memories,
have raised
so
the
it
chain
makes no
across
sense
the
that he
mouth of the
would have
hatch
memories
and
and things that happened
ordered a full
after
blockade until
their
you are
next
caught.
dance was
They raised the chain for me. We will
I mean,
celebrate
but
later.
genetic memory in and of itself is a
I
fake
have something
concept,
for
so
you.
they can do whatever they want.
Right, but they gotta
Yeah.
play by at least play by their own
Our usual
rules.
bounds.
Otherwise, they break the kind of contract they made with the audience, and they'll at least be internally consistent.
yeah, but if the new thing is better,
Bene, I know what to do.
You can't even follow this one basic rule, though.
Yusuf, wait. Un favore.
I think they break it a couple times.
There is
in
a
few
woman
games.
running a bookshop
If
at the
I'm
Apollo
thinking
Trading
back, like,
Post.
I'm just running through these games real
Sophia.
quick.
Look out for her.
Because,
She is a remarkable lady.
like,
you have my word.
Altair
Gather
had to
your
live
men.
long enough. Well,
This will attract
have-
some attention.
have child with Maria. And then...
Yeah, once we had the child with Maria, we stopped following Altair.
Except for in this game.
Except for this
Yeah.
game.
This is
yeah,
not
'cause-
genetic memory, I think, though. This is something else.
Well, yeah, but
Something is messed up.
This
with
is
my
like
pawn.
genetic memory. Because
Balance.
Ezio is experiencing visions of Altair somehow.
Man,
think
yeah, so they've introduced a completely separate memory reliving.
Which is not the
Technology.
anime.
Did y'all ever
But
play
they
Ghost
particularly
Trick?
like slot. They look like CDs. You just pop one in at the end.
Did anybody else here ever play Ghost Trick?
No,
Yes.
No.
I
unfortunately.
don't want to spoil it because it's a very good game, but basically, the core crux of it is that when you, as a ghost, interact with a corpse, because you're special, you can like go back in 3 minutes in time around where that body was and mess with things to try and prevent their death. And if you encounter another body in the 3 minutes you have gone past, you can go 3 minutes into the past from when that body died to try and prevent their
Same
death.
bodies.
Yeah, you can chain like death go backs. That was the worst way I could have said that, but you know what I mean.
See, that all that makes me do is think of what is that super bad Lone Ranger movie they made?
I wouldn't know.
Because they gave him a superpower where they said he like almost died at the beginning of the movie, so he's so close to death that he can bring people back from it for a couple seconds. So in the movie, he touches a dude who just died, and he gets revived so he can question him, and then he lets go and he dies again.
Isn't that also the plot of that TV show, Pushing Up Daisies?
I don't think.
Like, I
that's
don't
the
think
one.
that's how he gets the power, but
Yeah.
it's the same plot.
His power is like when he touches someone, they will die. Or am I thinking of a different show?
Well, I think like his touch brings death, but if he touches something that's dead, he can bring them back to life. But he can only do each one thing.
Yeah, and if he touches it again, it will die again. So I remember the commercial for it had like the
This whole tension with his girlfriend he brought back to
Yeah.
life but can't touch again.
which is interesting.
Why the hood?
Anyway, Assassin's
Anyway.
Creed doesn't follow its own rules.
No, I had to turn the music off because for some reason the music is really loud.
Yeah, it was odd.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say copyright claims.
No,
Now the game's getting real high.
I think it's a bug.
Gross way. That
It's
was,
enough.
this is an off night for me, comedically speaking.
That's a nice cloak. Dumb.
Why, thank you.
I'm sorry.
They're
That's
waiting
just the
to
cherry
stop
on
their
top of the
boats.
fact that Ezio
You
Matrix
take care of
went to
them.
go make
We will
escape
clear
and
the
then
docks.
just like repelled into like 5 other dudes.
Ah,
God.
Greek fire!
Nice cloak.
I like the way you think, Ezio.
So now we get a flamethrower.
Oh,
Man, alright.
and Leonardo didn't build this one. This one's just here for us.
Greek fire is a very old thing.
Friendship ended with Leonardo.
Yeah, but at the time, wasn't it like in urns that you threw or launched or
How did that work,
catapult?
by the way? Because I've only heard that in like fictional context. The Greek fire.
Oh, now you care about the things making sense.
I don't know how this one would work, because how do they keep that stream going?
Well,
Doesn't matter.
I'm not saying I care if it works, if it's like a real thing. I'm saying if it was, how did it work?
Basically, back
Because
in
I
like,
also don't.
antiquity, the Greeks had this thing called Greek fire, which is essentially napalm, and then they used it in naval battles.
How they
Boom.
make it is what I'm asking.
No one really knows, as far as I can tell.
Huh.
The only way I know of to make napalm I mean, I imagine is A, kind of a secret, and B, like DIY is very using
It's actually not that-
pre-existing
it's not that-
manufactured materials.
Actually, napalm's not that hard to make, but I don't want to say how to make it on stream because that's probably some sort of federal law.
No, I also know a way of making it that I heard in like a machinima video when I was, which was
The
maybe
legendary
not the most
styrofoam
responsible.
and gasoline.
Yeah,
Listen,
we go.
I think
The music
everybody's ever
cooperates.
been in a middle school has heard that legend.
Well, have fun in jail, yeah.
Which, listen, if it could somehow make it onto a fucking machinima show, and no one got in trouble.
Ezio, why did you make your own action scene? Why?
Alright.
I don't know. What?
Yeah, what?
I don't know why the music is so loud. I might have to restart the game.
We probably should have done a recap of what we were doing because we just thought Ezio blow up a tower.
Maybe if we
This
just
was
restarted,
the
we could
arms,
take care of
right?
that.
Sorry?
The
We were disrupting like the arms that were coming in.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nope.
Ezio, what are you doing, buddy?
Climbing boats. While they're on fire.
Tüm işi yanlış yaptın ahmak. Baştan başla.
This imagery is terrible.
Hey guys, you might want to abandon ship.
Let him reach the ship.
I think you guys are in a little over your head.
Stream is hitching on my end.
Oh. Okay.
Damn, I am losing him.
Wow.
Picture back, please.
It's probably very, very hard for the for OBS to parse this because it is very bright.
There's a lot of particles.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Hey there, game developers. When you're making a bunch of particle effects, watch out. I'll tell you one thing if I told you 3 times. Ezio is not the assassin for you.
The mom from Bobby's World has spoken.
Yeah.
Tüm işi yanlış yaptın ahmak. Baştan
Boy,
başla.
those guys are just. That ain't gonna do much, guys. I don't think buckets are
Don't let him reach
the
the
solution
ship.
you need.
What if I reach the ship though?
Not getting past me. You won't get past.
Hey guys, look how far I'm getting.
Yours is not a subtle approach. See. Sorry for the delay.
And now we leave. But there's still
Is
music,
anybody
but
gonna
it's very
stop
quiet.
that guy?
Do not kill anyone with blades.
I killed
What?
people with axes. With an axe, I should say.
What kind of mission objective?
You could just like throw bombs or shoot people.
I guess they give you 800 blades and say don't.
Yep.
You know something, don't you? You know what's out there. I have
know
a
it.
hunch. Yes?
Oh.
Come on, Bill. You never do anything halfway. What do you think we'll find?
If we're lucky, another prize. If we're very lucky, something that'll end this miserable war.
You're talking over my head,
Always
mate.
sounds familiar.
Listen, Sean, I have no idea what we're going to find. But I do know that whatever it is, the Templars can't have it.
With the voicing.
I want my axe.
Yeah, that guy sound. That's definitely familiar.
You're never
Oh.
gonna find anything here.
And we're back.
Maybe free a
Oh,
while.
okay. I'm going to assume that's
Do you
William
regret
Miles.
anything,
That
Desmond?
is correct.
Okay, that's John Delancey.
Like what?
Of course.
Running away,
Oh.
leaving your parents behind, finding a shit job, and pretending to be productive. What's it like spending your whole
I wish
life avoiding
I
hard
wasn't most
decisions?
familiar with him from the place I was most
Come on.
familiar with.
Sure, you're an assassin, but it wasn't your choice.
What's wrong with your
Do you
face?
have a point?
I
It's,
would know.
it's hair and
If you
it's
regret
too
anything.
like polygonal.
Sure.
I don't like it.
I feel like this guy's face has completely changed from the last time we saw him.
Wish I'd listened.
I don't think it has. It's just better lit now.
Maybe things could have been different
Maybe.
if I'm not sure.
He's always been kind of lumpy
Thank
and
you.
potatoey.
Hmm.
For what?
For making sense.
I mean, everybody is in this game. Okay, bye.
That's why I never noticed it like while I was
Sean, you
growing
feeling
up in
okay?
video games, but like it's
Sure,
is
yeah,
that really why everybody
yeah,
is
yeah,
short?
yeah, we're assassins,
Just
after all, aren't we, eh?
it's really
Why should we
hard.
be surprised if one of us dies every now and again?
Because everybody
Every
in
death
this
is a
game is short
tragedy
hair.
to somebody somewhere.
What I want to know is Desmond worth all this trouble, you know?
No.
What is he? Is he the,
I'm right
the
here,
Jimmy
guys.
one? Is that it? Little Jimmy special? Some bollocks like that?
I'm
Yes.
afraid not.
Oh.
But what
Hey,
he has is
this
rare.
Count Steven
His
Merchant.
genes
Fuck
contain
off.
high concentrations of first civilization DNA. Only about 1 in 10 million or so.
Nanomachines.
Oh, the bleeding effect. Is that part of it?
I believe so. I wish I could say we knew about his gift earlier. But it was the Templars who realized this. And they found him first.
He was literally under our noses, and somehow the Templars got him first.
Oh.
I can't help but notice the Templars keep doing this.
Why are they always many steps ahead?
Until the game starts, in which case they become completely unthreatening.
Okay. I'm gonna try restarting this game just to see if that fixes the music problem, because it's bugging me.
Alright.
You know, it'd be pretty fucked up to represent how like Desmond's fusing with the Animus, like hallucinations from the modern day started bleeding into like Constantinople. Like some people just look like Lucy for whatever reason.
See, Dice, that would be dope shit if like random female models start getting replaced.
Yeah, they could.
They could
feel
show
like
off a
this-
little more of the supposed
Sean, you
harm
feeling
that's
okay?
being done.
Oh no.
Like,
just
stand up time in here.
Yeah, we're assassins.
Run away from this
After all,
dialogue.
aren't we, eh? Why should we be
Like
surprised if one of us
Woolman looks like his dad. At one point in time, random
I
enemies
have
just
left
started getting
Constantinople
placed,
and
like,
set sail
Templar
for the
soldiers
interior of
wanna die.
Anatolia, to a region called Cappadocia, where Manuel is training his soldiers.
What I would want them to do is like
If I am lucky,
fuck with
I will not be
Ezio
alone,
and Desmond,
for there may be
or, like,
Ottoman
you go to
spies in
assassinate
the
a
area
target,
waiting to
and it's
strike.
Patricio or
But,
something like that.
as ever,
Like,
I put
brother,
stock
and
only in
it's-
myself.
What, who is
I hold
this?
the memory of dear Sophia close to my heart.
Desmond
Claudia,
Search.
You would laugh to hear the racing thoughts of your brother now. I have come to admire Sophia with more affection than I thought possible. After the death of Christina,
Seriously, his
something
letters
within
just
me-
this. You don't understand.
But that feeling, that
I am
capacity for love, has returned.
HORNY.
I adore Sophia,
I am going
but
to
dare
bone
not drag her
down
into this life of
like
mine.
I did when I was
Not
well,
without
last
fear
year.
of hurting her
Yeah. Like.
or
Yeah.
driving her away.
Ezio,
Also,
your pen's not touching the
hallucinating.
page.
I'm hallucinating my great ancestor also boning down. Weird.
And also, like, yeah, going back to like the hallucination, like merging part. Like, you also have sections of the game where you play as Desmond, as Ezio, and then you go like back to like outside into that wasteland, and it's Ezio there instead of Desmond.
That'd be neat.
Ezio knows I have to keep reading
No
these in
evidence
case
of
he
an
says
army
something
here.
important.
And no
And
signs
he just keeps
of
talking about
Tarek's
shit like this.
The hidden city.
So we got a sweet cape now.
Yeah.
Okay.
As assassins grow older, they develop capes.
Their capes grow longer.
I mean, that's
It's
more.
genetic.
You're more accurate than you probably figure you want to be.
I'm not sure if I made this joke last stream, but considering this game's like lovable old men, we're gonna get him the Animus. It's gonna have been like 40 years.
I mean,
so then we could have old man Desmond go with old man Altair and old man Ezio.
Just imagine a side game where you play as someone who's like not at all a combatant.
that would be the cool. I want to play as like the info. I want to play as like Sean, but not shitty.
Oh man, I completely
I'm
forgot about
glad
this
y'all
part
are
of the
coming
game.
around to how much I don't like him.
he does suck. Like, I played these games for a long time, and he always kind of is too pissy all the time.
So, I guess I lied about there being only one region in the game. Apparently, there's this place too.
Scenic, this.
Goodbye.
I completely
Can
forgot
you
about this
imagine-
place.
Can you imagine this?
Yeah, there's civilians and everything here.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's like a town. This place reminds me of the.
Town or something.
Oh man, it reminds me of the harbor area in Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, a lot.
Oh right. Well, I mean, just make sure the dudes stay in the houses. Then.
Yeah, you have your torch, right?
I have a gun.
That's close.
It's kind of like a torch.
All right, how's
It
your
makes
parry?
fire.
The same category in Bloodborne.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. How's your parry window?
pretty wide actually.
It's fucking huge.
Yeah, Ezio is master of parrying.
What in hell's name do you... Oh, never mind.
What in hell's name do you?
Kill him
Bye.
moving like that.
All your fault.
I guess I have to get
This
off.
town is finished.
If you say something with a sing-song voice, it's an accent.
It's true.
That's what I do all the time. I get paid for it.
It's an Italian one. We're not in Italy, but that's fine.
Ezio's Italian.
Yeah, exactly. It's
All
him
these
saying all this.
Ezio's Italian, so therefore everyone he meet must also be Italian.
Wherever he goes
it's
is
a
Italy.
glitch in the Animus.
Yeah.
Captain Dodge.
I don't even know where we
I'm
are
actually
right
glad
now.
you have me on these streams.
Yeah. See, they train you throughout the whole game to do the long jump on those things, but that one in particular, you really don't want to do it there, because you'll kind of ruin your day.
So all the guards can 100% see you, though, right? From where you're at, the guards that would shoot you if you were high up.
No, I'm too high.
Wabado.
The guards can only see 30 feet in any direction.
I mean, yeah.
God.
This is the creed of the assassins.
I want to hack
Hustle,
Assassin's Creed to
loyalty,
replace the evil scream of
respect.
John Cena's Wabado.
The Templar creed is to ignore everything that happens in your peripheral vision.
Nothing
It's
is
worked
over there.
so far.
Or over there.
Justice is blind, and so are we.
People. Ghosts.
The thing about last episode, we already concluded the Temple Creed is everything is true, nothing is permitted.
I think it might be everything is true. Keep your blinders on.
No, they can see you, they're just not allowed to do anything about it.
Okay. The assassin's coming. I see him too. Don't worry about it.
Ah. It is
Over
a
here.
spy.
Oh, we're gonna punch. Oh, we're gonna punch you.
Not so close, Adi Herif.
Easy now. Tarek sent me.
Only you? Why not more?
I am enough. Where are your men?
Captured by Byzantines over a week ago.
She's
I
kind of
was
got an
just
echo
to
to
look
her
like a
voice,
slave
actually.
and managed to escape. But the others? Are you a capable fighter?
Her
I
hair
like
is so
to think so.
We should
Well,
probably
when
not
you're
talk so
certain,
loudly if it
come
echoes
find
like
me.
this.
Yeah.
What?
What was
What are
that?
you?
Oh, are you the assassin?
Oh, thanks. She just gave me $950.
That's what I'm looking for.
I wish that happened to me.
Is
Take
there?
this money and go away, please.
There's a tailor
Oh,
here.
there is a tailor.
I have to go see if we can
yeah.
get some new clothes. Get out of my way.
Tinker Taylor's assassin spy.
I just imagine Ezio going to assassinate somebody. He stops. He goes, "Wait, I need a new cape."
I mean,
Just throws behind.
I am not styling you now. And I'm slowly turning into Drac.
blah.
I mean, that is the endgame plot twist we're building up to, right?
Oh fuck.
So Ezio goes to Altair's library, finds the Necronomicon, and turns himself into a vampire.
So apparently we're already equipped with Janissary Green, so it might not actually change anything right now.
Oh, you don't want to be Master of White?
Yeah, I do.
You
It's
want to be an assassin?
It's only appropriate. Yeah, doesn't actually change anything on us right now, but
Because we're in spy gear.
it will.
Honestly, I didn't even notice we were in spy gear because it just looks like all of his other outfits but black.
Spy.
It looks a lot like the robes Altair was wearing when he was old.
So what you're saying is he looks even more like an assassin now.
Yeah.
Now I'm
the gray cloak over
field. Now they'll be looking for an assassin without a gray cloak. Perfect deception.
I kind of wish there was a modern day version of this game so we could have this spy outfit only he dressed like a really like a tourist. So he's got like Hawaiian short, cargo shorts, giant camera on his neck.
Welcome to Watch Dogs.
Oh boy.
I don't.
Yeah, no, man, never mind then.
Alright, fine.
Actually, I heard the second Watch Dogs game is good.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
But no one played it because they were mad at Watch Dogs 1.
I mean, some people.
Gears is the worst protagonist to ever happen.
I think he's never coming back.
They really should have made him a villain.
Man, just tons of boys in this cave.
There's a lot of men.
Guys, I feel like one of the big problems is that at several points they tried to making Aiden Pierce like explicitly a villain.
God.
Smoke bombs.
He doesn't do anything anywhere close to redeemable. Hey.
I mean, like, he's the antagonist of, like, the third game or whatever.
Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, you save him in the second game.
Oh, do you?
There's a mission where he gets caught, and it's just like a random thing you can do. You don't have to do it. And he's like in a cell or something like that. You break into the cell, break him out, and you on a camera you see him creep out. He waves the camera and leaves.
A woman.
And then your character goes, "Oh shit, that was Aiden Pierce! Damn, son!
He's the best guy ever!
The greatest protagonist of all time!
La Volpe.
I mean, I know you run into, like, T-Bone.
And at the end of the and for completing that mission, you presumably get a full in your room. You get an Aiden Pierce body pillow.
You can
okay, so is that the same spy we just met who's been captured? Or different?
Probably.
Probably the same one.
Everyone but Ezio was dumb.
It's a woman in the early Assassin's Creed games. They are deceiving and they are get caught.
Soldiers are trained to use those guns.
Oh, I love this guy.
A few weeks at most.
Janissary will know I have betrayed them by now. But do they have the resources for retribution?
I love how extravagant this guy is.
So much going on.
Demands most of their attention.
It's so extra.
If this was a less serious game, I really think it'd be a good gag if every time they cut to him, he has even more jewelry and clothing on.
Some of these Ottoman
I would love a scene where
like a fucking, like, airplane bit.
Yeah.
Shakuro, try to moderate your anger. I know the Sultan humiliated your people, but there is no need to spit on men.
There's no
who are
Mel
beneath
Brooks
us.
was an assassin.
I'll spit on whoever I want.
Woman from the prison and bring her to the chapel.
Darth Vader over here.
I don't have the key.
Choke him, choke him!
Who has the key? You?
I think Nicholas has it.
You have failed me for the last time.
Damn, I'd like to run that man through with a spear.
Man, just the one key they got on these guys.
Yeah.
No wonder Shakulu is best.
Hey. It's the Middle Ages. They can only afford one key.
Yeah.
That's
Or
the
they have to make
Renaissance.
the door locked with a bunch of dumb shit.
This is the 16th century.
Middle of somewhere.
Listen, when you know as much about history as I do, they may as well have happened, like, right after the other.
Oh,
Actually,
riot's
would it
happening.
be
There's
the
a lot of angry
Renaissance
people in this bazaar.
Noble, because that
Oh,
was
it's a
kind of
fight.
like Renaissance was more of a European thing.
Fight.
Like, the Renaissance is happening when you're doing the other two
Yeah,
games.
Leonardo da Vinci was a big Renaissance dude, but I forgot about Leonardo da Vinci.
Who doesn't?
All right.
Hey, why did the guy with the key go down to the bum pits?
Key.
Excuse me, sir.
Just slip by you right quick and touch this guy's butt. Alright. Man.
I have touched the butt.
Yep.
Turn to the prison and free Delara.
I like these guards because they have like cool design. Looks like a spider on their chest.
Also, why the hell do they have us meet the spy if she immediately just gets kidnapped? Why not just have her get kidnapped off screen and then we find out about this rescuer?
Dice, it's called an emotional connection.
Oh, can't climb there.
All she did was yell in a cave about how she's a spy. Right.
I am invested now.
Ouch. Stupid rock wall.
Man, by the end of this game, considering how old he's getting, at the end of this game, Ezio's gonna have some serious arthritis.
I don't understand how he doesn't already.
My name is Ezio and Altair. They rebuilt my knees 7 times.
Instead of the hook blade, his hand just freezes into like this permanent claw shape.
Oh god.
The doctors say my joints have fused together to just create a massive bone in my hand.
I thought that happened to
And
me.
by doctor, I mean those plague mask guys.
And that becomes Ezio's new upgrade.
You are welcome.
Yes, the curved hand.
What is that?
Not everyone was taken prisoner.
Look how evil they are.
Wait, why are you racking this right now? There are bars you can
Hertman
see around.
renegade did this.
That's a good point, actually.
I'll kill him.
Wait, what are you doing, lady? Joe!
What the fuck is this?
I get the impression this part of the game was rushed a bit.
Oh my god, I'm so much more invested in her now. The emotional connection, it's grown.
We gotta save DeLorean.
Dolores.
Fuck. Why is this happening?
Why is any of this happening?
Ezio, why do you hang out with people who make such rash decisions?
Not bad. Spry for a
Can't hear you. I'm going paragliding over fire. With the first paraglider ever invented.
I do have parachutes in this game. I just haven't bought any since I used them all.
But I quit drinking a month ago. Why am I still seeing?
Why am I getting in trouble for being up here?
You did crime. Oh no.
Excuse me.
Master escapist.
You want? Really?
Where did he go?
Oh, sometimes this game fucking sucks.
Master.
Alright, I'm gonna walk around the corner. What? Disappeared.
I mean, yeah. That's kind of a problem with stealth games.
Remember, nothing is permitted.
It's not how that goes.
Welcome to the Assassin's Order. Nothing is permitted. Get out. You can't come.
Out of here, assassin.
Do not cooperate very well.
I'm here
I'm
to
going to
rescue
kill you
my
now.
men, not make friends.
They all died.
Right there.
Wait, did they drag the corpses back to the prison?
I will have to get in close.
Excuse
I
me?
think they killed some dudes there.
We have to help him.
Get a bigger gun. Get a cannon. That armor's not too thick for cannons.
The
I have to
hidden
go back
Gatling.
to my castle.
Hold on, I will go back to Italy, Leonardo. Spider assassin, spider assassin.
I mean,
that is kind of part of what they have to do to be an assassin.
Actually, let's watch this execution to see what they're doing.
Ezio's about to start a riot.
So I have a feeling there's probably some really silly animation going on down there.
They're killing people, but we also do have a time limit.
Oh.
Silly.
Kill Shakuga.
Oh.
Hey,
You know, I
Ezio,
expected
see
this.
perfect assassination
just-
point.
For a second, it looked like he was just hitting dead bodies.
Eat it.
Yeah, I am.
Men who make a fetish out of murder deserve no pity.
Wait, why is he walking up towards him slowly? You just jumped on him.
Nope, not dead yet. We actually have to fight him.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good. I was thinking that.
It's like Cesare.
I expected him to, like... Yeah, I was a little surprised that you could just jump assassinate this guy after they built him up so much, but... I was not surprised at all.
Fucking dude got stabbed in the throat and he just took it like a champ. The only problem is the game's combat system.
Four.
You won't get away with this.
There
The
it
game's
is.
combat would probably look better if it wasn't just built on one axis.
Yeah.
Can you walk?
The rifles you brought, they should be destroyed.
Most of them don't actually work. But the gunpowder is real. We could not fake that.
Facial animation!
Keep out of sight until you hear the explosions. Then
We have built this gun wrong as a
If you
joke.
do that, all hell will break loose. You will panic the entire city.
See,
I've done that once already.
And then what?
then I
All the
find
guards
out
tried to
what
kill
they
me.
are.
That kind of happens a little bit whenever I do anything.
Like my first move.
Alright.
Bye, Limpy.
Alright, that woman's not like ugly like Desmond and the other dudes' faces are, but her face is just animated very weirdly.
Yeah. There's a lot of people like that in this game.
Like, only her mouth and eyes moved.
They probably animate using like what's this fucking cells that like they have sectioned off the face, so it moves independently like a Furby.
Oh man, that's how all the old like Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy games are.
Yeah,
they're animated like that, and it's really weird.
So this is cutting edge tech, is what you're saying for the time.
Sorta. I remember watching a video of like watching like the wireframes of a face getting animated using that technology, and it's so weird because like while they're having a conversation, the eyebrows can just kind of like shoot up. It's like where everybody is a rock. It's hilarious.
I guess I didn't see this exclamation point up here, but I guess that's where it is. Aha. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. What you doing over there?
This is gunpowder, not millet! I got it!
This is gunpowder, so if someone were to introduce the fire to the situation, it would be very bad for us.
Someone with a long-ranged weapon that could explode.
This is literally just that scene from Metal Gear Solid 3 where Snake just like looks through the binoculars and then smiles.
Except instead of dropping a beehive on somebody, he's about to collapse this city cave.
Snake would also smile about that.
Yes, a city cave. A cave. You see, I mixed the words.
It's like a man cave, but there's more than one man in here.
There's even a woman.
There's a lot of
men cave.
Yeah, people cave.
This is like an ancient version of the man cave to
This
get
is
rid of
quality.
If there was more things to do here, it would be a lot cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awfully big for what it has.
Winds up serving the purpose of.
Okay, if we're gonna have this ridiculous. Okay, also, if we're gonna have this ridiculous fantasy style city in a giant cavern, why aren't there any giant glowing mushrooms here?
Everybody just left?
Everybody picked all the shit already.
I think you just killed everyone.
The Nibbering came through and grabbed all the nerd.
The big boy's coming.
Oh, Lord.
What?
He's getting away!
We'll have some fun with this guy.
Another mercenary.
What?
Nope, okay.
Are you okay? Are you okay, my man?
No, he is clearly not.
I mean, Cappadocia, I'm looking it up, and it is kind of famous for its underground cities.
Oh.
Hey, is that guy okay? Hey, Bill. Bill, you alright, dog? Bill's listening to dance?
So, earlier before the stream, I was playing the game, and I did an assassin recruitment mission in which you follow this lady back to like her shop, where then you get attacked by guards. But all the guards are these big guys with axes, and you have to keep her alive, and she'll die after getting hit by them like 3 times. So I had to restart the mission like 2 or 3 times just to recruit her because it was not great.
What the hell is wrong? What's gotten into you?
Did they give a name for this specific underground city? A lot of the actual underground cities are a lot more, like chambers linked with tunnels rather than giant open cave.
Yeah,
with
that's
buildings
why
in
I
it.
said fantasy.
So
Darren Kuyu. DERINKUYU.
Okay, yeah, this Darren Q does not particularly look like this from what I'm seeing.
This looks like a fucking Dark Souls level. Which we already said, actually. My bad.
But
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I finally bought the crossbow. The only difference with it in this game is that it is a primary weapon, not a secondary weapon, so you cannot have it equipped along with your weapon. Otherwise, it's basically the same. Excuse me.
I see him! Go! Go!
Oh, you don't.
I'm not here.
Why are you lying? You don't see me.
I really wanted to kill Shekulu with that if I could, but I hit him too many times.
So what was Shakulu's deal?
Be scary.
Okay.
If you want to visit Darren Kuyu, it costs you 25 lira.
That's a steal.
Doesn't sound like much. Yeah.
Shakulu was a Turkmen renegade who became an orphan after an Ottoman attack on his tribe.
Oh no. Zara, how could you mean to that man?
Yeah.
He then joined the Byzantine Rite of the Temple Order, dedicated his life to serving those guys.
Is this an actual historical person, or what I assume you made a guy?
He was created for the game.
Okay.
He was based off of Sakulu, who died in the Kingdom.
Oh wow!
Oh come on! That guy just no-sold getting shot in the face.
I mean,
they call me Bobby Bullet in the face on account of my leg.
I mean, you're actually shot in the face. That's just called not giving a fuck. Zara is getting some serious axe murder vibes from these games.
A little bit.
Oh man, now you got 2 axes. Shit.
I can't keep them both though.
I tell you, this is pretty terrific.
How come Ezio gets 2 axes?
Because
I'm just gonna keep stealing people's axes.
Literally fucking like a champ.
Mom, I forget if I'm still alive after all that feathers.
You're not. Go back to putting me in a coma.
They do keep giving you axes.
It's true. that one just flew away.
You don't get that one.
That man died to his knees being stabbed very hard.
Actually, I'm gonna do some weapons research.
How's that for weapon research?
Probably historically accurate.
Sabotage, Manuel. You need to take cover.
Get out of my way.
This guy was a real person, though.
Yeah.
Citizens, soldiers,
I cannot pronounce his name, though.
compose yourselves.
Hey, do you
Not
guys
give
know
in
what
to
the
fear.
plural of animus is?
We are the true shepherds of Constantinopolis. We are the lords of this land.
Anime?
Animuses.
Are Byzantine.
It's anime.
Morayo,
Anime.
stand fast. Do not let anyone break it.
Oh, Skata.
Stop that man! Cut him down!
Pass the Pelagoni.
Finding a lot of weapons that I've probably used in World War One, which is not relevant right now.
Whoa. I don't know how I got up there.
What?
Stop and think for a moment. Think about your lives.
I pressed the button to fall down, and I went up.
have sown here.
I don't know what happened there, but...
You've unlocked fly boots.
Oh boy. Oh. I am trying... I am trying to throw a bomb, but Ezio really doesn't want to. There.
Don't let him get away.
That was really awkward. Ezio really didn't want to climb that wall.
How will we ever catch this pretty fat dude?
Who doesn't run very fast and has no escape boat.
He just jumps like 30 feet away.
You take advantage of our poor
It's
and
like Armstrong
displaced people,
from Metal Gear Rising.
using us to further your own vain quest.
Nanomachines.
But we
Son.
fight for dignity, assassin. We fight to restore peace to this troubled land.
Templars are always quick to talk of peace, but very slow to concede power.
Because power begets peace, Flaka. It cannot happen in reverse. These people would drown without a fair hand to lift them up and keep them in line.
Oh, you're saying peace can't be good
There
power?
he is. The monster I came to kill.
That's super can.
My next cut will
Seriously?
be your last.
Bye.
God.
Yeah. Like, maybe it's not the most, doesn't provide the most satisfying boss fights, but I do kind of like just the tone of that is set by having
The big badass line and then an instant death.
They really should have recorded an alternate scene if he didn't kill the next where he's just like, it's just talking to a dead body.
It's split open with an axe.
These are only labels. Costumes and facades. Need these trappings. All Templars are
You should have a big split in your head.
Also, it's nice the game remember this is Assassin's Creed.
I am here for the Martial
Yeah.
key.
Take it. Take it.
You know, everyone here is these guys are all incredibly graceful losers.
In the first game, they had a couple of not so graceful dudes.
It's true.
Like, if I was doing this, I'd probably lie my ass off. Like, yes, you can go find it. It is in Beijing.
Ezio, take some of this guy's swag.
It's probably not worth
I
anything,
should not have put him in
actually.
charge of our Masyaf expedition. He was an arrogant man. Impossible to keep in line.
You disappoint me, Ahmed. Why the Templars?
Because I am tired of all of these pointless blood feuds that pit father against son, brother against brother. To achieve true peace, mankind must think and move as one body, with one mastermind. The secrets in the Grand Temple will give us just that. And Altair will lead us there.
Delusions. Altair's secrets are not for you.
I am not interested in arguing, Ezio. I am here for the Masyaf keys.
Keys? Are there more than this one?
So I have heard. Perhaps I should ask someone who knows better. Sofia Sartor. Is that her name?
She knows nothing. Leave her be.
We shall see.
Literally
I will
nothing.
kill you if you touch her.
I know you'll try.
I'll probably kill you anyway.
I'm probably going to kill all of these guys.
Back, I have a gun. I could probably kill you right now.
Do you not? Do you like these guys? I will kill them. So
I will
that dude we
trade you
just killed-
Sophia for all these guys.
That dude Manuel Paliogio.
It's cool. It's fine.
Listen, I want to get that right.
Paleologos, I think.
Paleologos, yeah. He wasn't really rich. He was posing as a rich guy so that he could reinstate his family's legacy.
Good thing we put a stop to that.
So all that like flash was literally just so people would be like, man, that guy's rich.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Oof.
Because as a child, he was like, I must restore my family to its former glory.
I must restore my stellar former glory. Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. The music seems to be at a reasonable level. For some reason, it was turned off again. But
Like a week later, like Ezio gets a bill from from a clothing rental store, and they're like, "Hey, you destroyed this."
Thank you.
oh no. Maybe the idea of a subterranean city wasn't such a good idea.
Shit.
Why are we up choking?
Oh. For a second there, I thought the plague had just broken out.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. What have you done, Ezio?
Wait.
Fucked it all up.
Can't believe Ezio
No one's
beat
here.
it again.
10. 100. 1,000. 10,000. Highest score.
I have a question.
Yeah.
This was basically there was just one joke about this, but now I'm actually curious because I don't know history very well. When did the Black Plague happen in comparison to this?
Before
1400s.
And this is the 1600s?
This is... No, this is 1504. 16th century.
Yeah, the original
16th century.
Assassin's Creed 2 took place like over 20 years in the 1400s.
Yeah.
I don't look at the exact date, but it was, I think, 14th or 15th century.
Man, that's you're joking.
That's it.
It's really hard to see.
Should use your eagle. Wait, do you have to be staying still to use eagle vision?
To turn it on, you do. I think, yeah, if
Okay.
you start running, it turns off. At least in
Oh, well,
in this part of the game, it does.
The Black Death was 1347 to 1351, so I'm not sure what I thought it would be. Killed an estimated 75 to 200 million people in your area.
Yeah.
Got him!
It wiped out like 30% of
Thanks,
the
Words.
population of Earth or something like that.
30 to 60%. 30 to 60% of Europe's total population.
Listen, it's
World-
called the Black Death.
World population from 400 million to 350 million. It
So-
took
So yeah, that's a bunch.
It took 200 years for the world's population to recover to its previous level. The plague recurred as outbreaks in Europe until the 19th century.
Got him. Oh, I thought you were gonna push that lady.
Almost.
How'd it drop on me?
Oh, they got some pictures in here.
How are you so dry?
It's the power of the key. Keeps me dry.
Key power.
The key, you blade.
in the entry to the plague disease is spread by fleas carried by ground rodents, and then it links to the rodents entry. So I just see a beaver staring at me.
This codex will answer the many questions you have yet to ask.
My favorite picture is the skeletons dancing.
So last time we got to see old Ezio. Now we get to see old Altair. Now we get to see really old Altair.
We will establish a guild there before returning to Venezia.
He's also wearing the same robes that what's his name was?
He is a little young for such tales.
The guy that Altair
but one
killed.
day soon. See,
The old
A
Grandmaster.
vanguard of Mongols has broken through. The village is overrun.
Nico, your cargo and provisions are waiting for you.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Ready the catapult and watch for my signal. Stay close.
Albert Mullen.
They call me Big A Train.
You know, you'd think Altair, with its knowledge of the future, would know to just leave so they don't get caught by the Mongols.
He's gotta
Here we go.
have specific knowledge or else the game can't work.
Altair's going to war when he's like 80 years old, along with the Polo brothers.
Hey, who's that one guy in some Elder Scrolls game where he's basically just in a chamber at the center of the Earth, and he's like an old guy who's like super ripped?
I don't remember.
Caius something?
What? He's just like in town.
But he is an old guy who's like super ripped for some
He is very jacked. Yeah, I think he's super ripped because he's special ops.
Yeah, basically.
So Altair got so good with the apple it doesn't drain his health when he uses it anymore.
Nope.
You know, I'm not.
Ghost assassins.
Yeah. The pieces of Eden give you really strong powers.
So, is he creating just like, are those summoned magic assassins, or is he turned his people invisible?
Those are summoned.
I didn't even do that one. The game just slapped the
And
controller out of my hand. It's like, look at this.
Altair's like, Zara, no, I know how to do this. Also, I'm just having my mind blown. I thought, since I've always thought it was a ring around the roses, but apparently it's a ring of roses.
I think at one point it was one and then became the other. Something
When
like
I was
that.
very young, I was foolish enough to believe
Like just
that
as
AssCreed
the
would bring an
cultural
end to all these
memory
conflicts.
shifted of it.
If only I
If Altair's son was ever cast in a movie, he would be played by John Hamm.
Enough for one life. I have done my part.
Probably.
Then again, there is no greater glory than fighting to find the truth.
We are ready.
A last favor, Niccolo. Take these with you and guard them well. Hide them if you must.
So, an Apple of Eden has a lot of powers. I didn't know about a couple of these.
Each one imbued with a message.
A message for whom?
I wish I
It can activate curses. It can create conjure apparitions.
I think
hidden blade.
Isn't the Apple of Eden like particularly powerful?
Well, okay, all of them are.
I guess.
I mean, I think it's clear from what we just saw, like...
I didn't specify
Takes a
all
while
of
to
Forgive the
master.
haste of my handwriting,
Every
Claudia.
apple is a
Much has
power.
transpired,
Like
and
stab
little of it good. I am on a ship bound for Constantinople, in pursuit of a man whose treachery has eluded me until now. Prince Ahmed, Suleiman's uncle, is the man leading Templars here. He is the mastermind behind their Masyaf expedition, and he will stop at nothing to retrieve the keys, all of which are now in assassin hands. So what holds me back? Why do I not take the keys to Masyaf myself and be done with these fools?
That's
Because I
right,
have
you
been
guessed it, I'm
careless.
horny.
Because the Templars know about Sophia, and they're looking for her.
Yes.
Oh, Claudia, if anything should happen to her, I could not live with myself. I have dragged her into a war she knows nothing about. And it will be my burden to bear if she comes to any harm.
Do you think she's tired of reading these letters now? Like, oh my fucking god, I get it. That's you. Okay. So looking through things here, apparently since like 1882, there's like a version of it that said "Ring Around the Rosie." But the thing that's weird here is before the last line, the children suddenly stop suddenly and they exclaim to get it together, suiting the action of the word with Oh no, that's the description.
Citizens of the Empire and
But,
travelers from foreign lands take heed. By order of the Janissaries, new restrictions apply to all who travel to and from the city. Note that a reward of 10,000 akçe will be given without question to anyone who brings in information that leads to the immediate arrest of the suikastçı, Ezio Auditore.
But another fact about Sulma I just remembered is like growing up, he had this was like close confident was basically this Christian slave he had, and at one point, like he was his most confident dude, and he kept on rising through the ranks to the point where like Sulman wanted to make him his second command, and the guy was like, "No, please don't make me your second command. You'll just get jealous and have me murdered." And he was like, "No, come on, do it." So eventually he did, and then Suleiman got jealous and had him murdered.
I don't want to be the second in command. You will kill me. I would never kill you, bro. You're my bro.
I don't like that guy. I should kill him.
Ah, come on, bro.
There it is.
It's gonna keep happening, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's the same voice clip that the other beggar lady used.
Never mind the fact that I drew my axe while I turned around to face those women. No harm became to them.
I hate that voice clip. Stuff hearing it.
Mods, you and your place that laugh Cheetus' laugh from Final Fantasy X.
I'm
Play
I'm
that.
buying
I
Final
want.
Fantasy X.
I'm excited for that to come to the Switch because I'd like to play it.
I'm so hyped to play Final Fantasy X again.
I have never beaten it. I got to that dragon you fight on top of the airship, and I'm just like, my 13-year-old brain couldn't figure out how to win.
How did I beat that?
And then send the game back to Blockbuster.
It's fair. When I got to that dragon.
Man, Blockbuster,
just
folks. That's a true relic of the past.
What are you doing here?
Having a good time, boss. Having a good time, boss.
I guess I've got the assassin stationed here to protect Sophia.
Yep.
It's kind of selfish.
So good job. Wait, and they failed utterly.
Really, we're all at fault here.
They're like, you're gonna go check on Sophia. They're gonna send guards to kill you. Your dudes are there to fight them.
Ezio leaves bulletin boards in like the assassin's headquarters about how hot he is for Sophia. Everyone's like, "Oh my fucking god, will we ever shut up about this?"
Well, whatever happened, killed a lot of Templars when it shook out.
Well. Rip Yusuf.
You're the beggar lady.
Oh, bullshit.
Yep.
You have earned your rest, brother. Requiescat in pace.
Rip in peace, Yusuf.
Double.
You were kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right,
Cool,
guys.
Stay alive in this game.
Brothers, sisters, the whole city rises against us, while Yusuf's murderer waits and watches from the arsenal, laughing. Fight with me, and show him what it means to cross the assassin.
It was you. Throw my axe at him. All right. It's time to go to war.
Let's go to war, boys.
Wait, didn't we already blow this place up? Kinda, sorta, earlier.
Cut off his escape! Let me go!
Nice.
Cool. Good job, guys.
Yo, you guys are really good at assassinating.
It almost looks some sort of a.
It's crazy. What do you guys do all day?
Actually, you know what would be great? In like a very terrible, ironically great fashion. If they introduced the tower attack in the game here.
I told her as she hung there. That's no way to treat a
Just kill any dramatic pacing.
I want to play a tower attack game where you are just the forces coming at a tower defense play.
I guess. What would you do? You'd like.
Build
You'd just put your army like in order.
No, it's like the attacking side of a tower defense, and you summon guys like basically like cookie cutter.
Kinda. It like when they die, they drop resources to make bigger, better dudes.
So while we were
Templar
doing
status is now away.
while we were doing this, our arrow storm ability does not deplete.
Oh, it's time to kill all the guards forever. That's so good.
Oh, sweet! We can avoid combat finally.
If that cutscene hadn't happened, I would have murdered him with my axe immediately.
Such fury.
Where is she?
Oh, your neck is too
You
long.
think you are in a position to negotiate? Kill me and be done with it.
Do it.
I am sorry it had to come to this. Two men who should be friends, quarreling over the keys to a library. We both strive for the same end, Ezio. Only our methods differ. Do you not see that? Peace, stability, a world where men live without fear.
Under my thumb.
This guy just went from indifferent to Ezio to you must join me.
They refuse to look. How do we fight this kind of ignorance?
This is why I don't remember anything about the plot of this game.
But it is priceless.
The
moves at a
yeah.
Of course. And when things fall apart,
And like the whole
and
like
the lights
political
of
side of it just
civilization dim,
it's hard to
Ezio
follow.
Auditore can stand above the dark.
Because it's like
and
you're
say
not
proudly,
involved for part
"I
of it. Because it's
stay
hey,
true to
my
my
brother's
creed."
having
I thought it was gonna be like
I
a
will
Suleiman
open
versus
that
uncle thing, but it
will
was.
find
But
the
then it's just like, oh, by the way, I'm a Templar. Law.
I will destroy the superstitions that keep men divided.
Not in this life, Ahmed.
Bring the seals to Galata Tower when you are ready. Do this, and Sophia will be spared.
It's on the other side of the city.
My brother's army will be here soon, Ezio. After that, everything changes.
Wait, is this dude the main villain?
Not really. Oh hey,
What the
I
fuck
was
are you
also
doing
here.
How long have you been here?
Long enough. I had Ahmed killed as soon as he returned. But I never expected to hear all this.
And what do you think?
He is a sincere man. But this Templar fantasy of his is dangerous. It flies in the face of reality.
Wait, how the fuck do you know that?
The world is a tapestry of many colors and patterns. A just leader would celebrate this, not seek to unravel it.
He fears the disorder that comes from difference.
That is why we make laws to live by. A qanun that applies to all in equal measure.
Shahzadem, stand back!
Hold, soldier! This man is not our enemy.
What
Sure,
a
where the fuck is
challenge it
everyone?
would be to have a son like you.
You are not dead yet, old friend. Ezio,
Old friend?
spare my uncle if you can.
I mean,
Would your father?
Ezio, you've known this guy for
No.
like a week.
Yeah.
With the number of like shops you build, multiple days I guess have passed technically, but whatever.
True. Or maybe he was just saying that Ezio is old.
Yeah.
An old
Like,
friend.
yeah, I can see why you forgot everything that happened in this game, because I've already kind of forgotten a lot of it, because things just kind of happen.
Yeah, you're just not really involved for a good chunk of it.
Like, I expect it to be like the chess moves between like the uncle and the nephew, but like you don't really see any of that. There's no like build up to this.
No.
It's just like, oh, time to end this plot line. Also, Ezio, join me. I have shown you no interest in you whatsoever up to this point, but you must join me.
Basically, yeah. So I guess I didn't mention something about the assassins that we recruit. Each assassin actually has a different icon underneath them, so they're a different kind of assassin, and some missions require specific assassins.
Yeah.
Like some require them with hidden blades, some require them with crossbows, etc. It's a very, very minor thing, but it's kind of neat, I guess. Also, doing those missions is actually a pretty good way to get money in this game.
Oh.
I was doing it a little bit. I kind of underestimated it in the last game because you make so much money from the shops, but I was having a bit of trouble like collecting money in this one, and so I did some missions, and it kind of escalated fast.
Yeah, I see you are now rolling in dough.
There's still a lot of shops that I haven't bought just because I don't really care that much. Oh, hey. Convenient that this man happens to be here. Hello, sir. No! Why, Ezio? You weren't anywhere near those people.
Finally, my mission's complete.
Fuck that guy. And that guy too.
Stop attacking me. There.
God.
That made me less infamous.
If there was a guard like 10 feet away, I would blow my top.
Getting my money from the bank.
Thank you for employing my services.
No, I guess we could probably buy ourselves some new armor or something. I've still got like the level 1 armor.
Oh yeah, let's get kitted.
We could,
man, yeah.
The Sepahi riding bracers and greaves and spalders.
Huge.
This stuff is really expensive. Let's get the chest guard.
Looks baller though.
It does look pretty good. I don't think I have enough for all of it.
Get like the big stuff, the important stuff.
How often do you look at his legs?
Oh, actually, I might have enough.
Ezio, no. This is the final challenge, so we have to take it seriously.
Just
send Ezio in completely naked.
You will be well satisfied. I know it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yellow, red, and white. Bronze, I guess.
Now we're broke.
You had all that money jangling around, just turning into armor.
If a guard were to stab my coin purse, I would be safe.
Also, going back to my stupid reality breaking down thing, this could be also been an excuse to have some sort of like weird cyber armor, ghost armor, or you're just like little phantom.
I think Ghost Armor would fit more. Like they had special armors and stuff in like Brotherhood that you can unlock if you 100% of a bunch of stuff. Like we didn't see it on stream, but like you can play as also different people and stuff like that. I think the Ghost are some Constantinople legend about like a spirit armor with something unique. Like tech armor, I'd want that in like the future Assassin's Creed game, where you play as Mesmin Dials.
What are you talking about? Obviously, you just played Desmond Miles in the future game because he lives forever, right?
His brain is in a soup. it's in memory soup.
I mean, is this that he used to ask for from the beginning of the series? Change from the beginning of the series?
He was at least a bartender. He had a job. Now he's just his brain soup.
Again, also, when is the bartending minigame coming, Assassin's Creed?
When he gets out of the fucking soup.
The end of Assassin's game, Desmond gets out and just fucking wasted.
Desmond Digivolve 2. Wasted.
Find your fellow assassins. I found them.
Honored
I did
mentor.
it.
Hey,
Let's
guys.
get Yusuf.
Oh no. He got.
I didn't buy very many weapons.
Nah.
Everything in this game is really expensive.
They want you to do all the side shit forever.
Nah.
Nah, B.
Also, they've been like hyping up Ezio X Sophia so much. I'm kind of like expecting them to like kill her off in this switch, whole bait and switch, and to have Delanor or whatever her name is.
Katarina.
No,
yeah,
lady.
Dolores.
Yeah.
Katarina Sforza would be interesting. There we go.
For a second there, I thought you were gonna end up killing everyone but the one you wanted to kill.
My favorite part about that is how that guy just stood there and watched that happen. Like, what did he? Yeah. How's this gonna play out?
It's like I cannot move either left or right, so I am screwed.
Mentor.
He was like
Now
sussing
should
out
be a
your
time
next
for
move.
remembrance and
It was
mourning.
too late.
I know. But our enemies do not permit us that luxury. Yusuf thought highly of you, assassin. And I find no reason to second-guess this judgment. Do you
What's my
have it in
name?
your heart to lead these men and
That's
women?
What's my name?
That's actually the first assassin that you recruit, and he's actually like when you recruit him, he's like
It would be an honor.
max level.
Bene, I am glad.
That's fine.
Our enemy is close.
But what's his
my-
name?
Take positions around the tower.
Hey Ezio,
Wait for
I've been
my
with you for a
command.
while, dog. What's my name?
Level.
They didn't kill when he kills him. You are the new assassin that you just trusted.
You are Levolpe now.
I'm Aiden Pierce.
Also,
Crazy.
what happened to that one assassin we had that side quest with, where we had to go kill the traitor?
You mean the guy that had like was
The
covered
sentry?
in blood?
Yeah, the guy who hit him blade killed someone, and then we had to. Then he did the conversation.
Didn't we kill him?
Right, but there was an assassin who we were
I
doing the
admire
mission.
you, Ezio. But your bloodlust makes it hard to call you a friend.
Bloodlust.
I vaguely remember who you're talking
Strange
about.
insult from
But I
a
don't
man
know
who
what
ordered
happened to
an
him.
attack on his own nephew.
Apparently, neither do the writers.
Yeah.
Ezio, not killed.
I see. Kidnapped
Why
by
do you
the
keep starting in
Byzantines
front?
so that his uncle could rescue him and be heralded the hero.
More or less.
Well, that's dangerous.
Isn't this how Brotherhood ended?
The keys.
Yeah,
Sort of.
like, what is it with this game and like having like us meeting main antagonists like 5 times in a row before we finally kill them?
On a wall.
She's all yours.
Sophia!
Tell your men to back off.
What if I did Aerostorm and that guy just died?
you hit Sophia.
Yeah. I mean, she would probably fall.
He's like, no, or else we'll kill her. No, not if I kill her first.
Why do I have a time limit? I gave you the fucking keys, dog. What are you talking about?
Well, the time was because then he'll remember. Oh wait, why the fuck am I letting her live?
But he said he. Okay. I think I just dislike it when a villain's like, okay, I will let you keep this if you keep going in the bargain, and they don't. Like, I get you gotta be a villain or whatever, but like.
Well, the thing
Stop
that
it.
always gets me is the hero immediately concedes the villain. Like they could just like stay there until like something helps them out, but just immediately like
Oh, fine, you win.
hostage. Like
Yeah.
At least he's pretty generous with the time limit.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll
Also,
give him 2 minutes.
Like it always bothers me in movies and whatever when like they like or like the villain holds a gun to someone's head. And the heroes immediately forgo all.
Oh no!
You're welcome, lady.
Oh, hey.
That's an awfully elaborate ruse. Why did you do that?
I have 8 parachutes now
I'm gonna fucking kill Ezio's wife.
because I require them.
Permit for a parachute? Have you ever seen one, dude?
Damn street performers.
Yeah, do you have a permit for it? Good thing that news only came undone. Ezio.
I was just hanging by my neck.
Not hurt, but very confused.
Did not mean to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
Oh, I see
You're
you
not
following the plot
responsible for
stuff.
the actions of other men.
All this will be over soon, but I need to recover what they have taken.
I do not understand what is happening. Ezio, who are these men?
Run!
The Templars!
Bang. I mean, we just asked her to, like, read a book. That's all she knows.
We asked her to read a book, and then we were like, but can we, like, bone?
Nope. Nope.
Wait,
Okay.
did she not know that Ezio's the head of the assassins?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Yeah. He just shows up.
I forgot about
She,
that.
she doesn't even know he's an assassin. He was just like, this stuff is cool. Just decode these books for me.
Well, well. You have come to see me off.
Remember this from the beginning of the game? Well, it's back.
Yes. And slap.
I guess this was the true gameplay loop the entire game, then.
Wow.
Oh.
God, your horses suck.
What do you mean? They're turning on like a dime. They're like super
Yeah,
horses.
listen to those guys' horses.
Not being able to like really get the music for the chase scenes really just, it's amazing how much it deflates them.
I will say though, these horses have amazing torque because they can just fly to the side immediately.
That happened perfectly. I was about to run over those rocks myself. But the cutscene saved me.
These analog horses are the funniest thing I've seen in a while.
Yep.
Hold on!
Oh
Hang
no.
on, Sophia!
Look out!
Oh, fuck.
Ezio!
So,
No, we're doing it. Yeah, we're doing this again.
Oh shit, they have parachute.
Drag, baby.
oh!
I have this under control, I promise.
Hold on!
Obviously!
Sophia, I hate to tell you this, but you only get 2 a
Ouch.
day, so if you get in danger one more time.
Oh no!
So, you think, like, the dude who came up with the sequence at Ubisoft was like, guys. Got it.
I am all
Okay,
right.
the parachute
Up
parasailing
ahead.
is kind of a neat wrinkle.
I see them.
Like it.
We just sit and kill this man.
Also, why doesn't you going down there put the rope within range of them to cut it?
They're too focused
Because
on
they're too stupid.
Oh.
Thanks.
I'm hearing some choral music coming. I assume this is a dope soundtrack they're playing right now.
Sophia, you must be careful!
It's all right. It's fairly generic.
Steal yourself, Sophia!
They're playing Darude's Sandstorm.
Yeah. How'd you know? Oh. See if I can hit this guy.
Guys,
There we go.
That's ridiculous.
the speed at which you have to throw that man.
Bowling for Templars.
You have the arm strength of a goddamn 12 football quarterback.
I mean, he can stop his fall with only a hook blade without breaking like his wrist or his arm or anything. That is mighty impressive in of itself. And now he's just like gouging people's throats out with it.
That's so. There's so many men.
A lot of men.
Yeah. Perfect shot.
This is going on for a while.
This is quite long.
All of Assassin's Creed's. Oh, that lady just popped in from the enemy. Sick. But all of Assassin's Creed's like segments, they're non walk around city stuff. They tend to overstay their welcome just a
Yeah.
little bit. One thing
Ouch.
the game did.
Sophia, slow down.
Oh God, Sophia.
3 hours later.
Please move.
Can you imagine how sore Ezio's arm must be by now?
I imagine his knees are broken.
He's had a lot of practice clinging to wall. Really builds up that upper arm. And
Ouch. This is a lot harder than it looks.
Like a fucking Simpsons bit.
It looks harder than it does look hard though, so.
Can't wait for the cuts where Ezio like faces off against the main villain and he just crumbles because he can't stand.
Ezio can't let his arms down anymore.
No.
He's like that guy.
Stop it.
Dark Souls.
I want to throw this man.
Give me here. Come here. Come here.
Ezio, my favorite Dark Souls character.
He absolves your sin.
Where did you learn to fight?
Oh my god.
Oh, let's face the partner.
Yeah, his arms always up.
So many more men.
There's a lot of them.
God. Come here.
Oh, I got that optional objective.
I remember that guy had like a very goofy voice, and I can't remember anything about what he said other than
it was forgotten logic.
Other than he sold purging stones for good in case you ran into basilisks.
Come here.
So I have already killed more than 25 men from this parachute.
It does seem to be dragging a little. Okay, but
that's what the parachute's for.
These fucking bent her wheels on this thing.
Wait, what the fuck was that shot? The way it was framed to me, it looked like that was Ezio's carriage that like destroyed the other one.
It did look a little weird.
It looked weird.
I think they just broke. I think they just broke 180 there, so it like confused everyone.
I can't believe Ezio did the thing that people talk about from falling out of airplanes.
Yes,
Fight,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Richard, bend.
How big is this cliff?
It's huge.
Big enough. And you got another parachute, bud?
Yeah. We can still do counter kills in midair.
Fast and the Furious ain't got shit on this series. For a second there, I thought like Ezio grabbed his head with his knees, like between them.
Just bang him against the wall.
God, just a fucking 3,000-foot hurricanrana.
Fuck on, that man had a family!
But he tried to kill several times.
Yeah, we know it, his brother.
So what now, Ezio? How does this end?
I am you both still moving?
How does this end? Apparently not like this. Oh, hey.
You remind me of the Pope I once knew.
Look who
Perhaps
it
I
is.
let you live.
Soldiers! Selim is not your master! You serve the Sultan! You carry out his command alone! Where is he?
How'd
Where
you
is
get
the
down here,
Sultan?
Sophie?
He stands before you, brother. Father made his choice.
Selim! Stop! Please!
So that fall kills him.
Okay, bye.
Peace.
So like I meant.
So, you are the assassin.
Probably be more
It's
impactful
the guy-
if this guy wasn't at sight.
I am Selim, Suleiman's father. He
I'm the
speaks
guy
my
who did all the
language.
hard work for you.
He is a remarkable boy with a magnificent mind.
Were it not for his endorsement, I would have you killed where you stand. Leave this place. Do not return.
Kill him! Do it!
Gonna poke you with my axe.
You did the right thing, Ezio. This is not your fight.
Okay.
Where does one end?
Framing that shot makes it look like he just walked off the cliff.
He just disappeared.
It also looked like he was about to stab him with his axe.
It was amazing framing because like he was just like walked off in the direction of the cliff, then he was just gone.
That cutscene would probably play out a little differently if I had a sword equipped.
Also, I mentioned this earlier on in the series, but just a refresher. In the Ottoman Empire, when the Sultan dies, everyone who is not the crown, every child of his who is not the crown prince also gets
Bill,
the axe.
good to see you. Listen, we've got a customs officer waiting to talk to everyone.
I hope you have something for us.
Absolutely. Passports and papers for everyone.
Ah, brilliant. So I'm what? A neurosurgeon now, am I?
You're a medical team from SUNY Upstate. Just back from Rome with your patient. Experimental gene therapy.
Good work. Let's get this over with.
Wait, look, this is crazy.
What's wrong?
I'm not sure, but Desmond's brain is lighting up like a string of firecrackers.
Desmond thinking?
Never.
Oh no.
Ridzi has left us.
Oh no.
But I'm still here.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
What is that? What's going on? This is the end, Desmond.
It's the brain
Scheduled for
storm.
deletion.
What?
What are you
I don't-
doing? What is a man but the sum of his memories? We are the
What
stories
is
we
man?
live.
A
I don't
miserable
remember who
man.
this guy is.
He's a 16.
I'm
Subject 16.
saving you, idiot.
Okay.
He was the one before Desmond.
Go!
Why did you have to hold on to me so long to save me?
I'm with Desmond here. What the fuck is happening?
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's like, oh shit, we never actually thought of a good way to end
I
this.
write these lines with a steady hand and a light heart. We are in AssCreed now, Sophia and I, with the 5 Masyav keys in our possession, and all the time in the world. Sophia is a seasoned traveler and a fine companion to have so far from
Oh
home.
my fucking god.
Tomorrow we will
She
make
is
our way
also
to
great
Masyav,
in this sack.
and once there, into Altair's library.
Let me
to
send you
fulfill our
diagram.
father's forgotten dream. Forgive the shortness of this letter, dear sister. For it is late, and we are tired. Perhaps, with luck, the next words you hear from me will be in person. Con affetto, Ezio.
I remember this place. We're here, except now we're Ezio again. And we have Sophia with us.
Such a climb. È così bello qui. This is where your order began?
It began thousands of years ago, but here it was reborn.
By the man you mentioned, Altair?
Altair ibn La'ahad. He built us up and set us free. He saw the folly of keeping a castle like this. It had become a symbol of arrogance and a beacon for all our enemies.
And the mandate for menacing hoods? Was that his idea as well? You mentioned a creed before.
Just not gonna
What
acknowledge
is
it.
Nothing is true. Everything
Kinda
is
like it,
permitted.
though.
That is rather cynical.
It would be if it were doctrine, but it is merely an observation of the nature of reality. To say that nothing is true is to realize
up.
that the foundations of society are fragile, and that we must be the shepherds of our own civilization. To say that everything is permitted is to understand that we are the architects of our actions, and that we must live with their consequences, whether glorious or tragic.
But how could there be
Do
consequences
you
if
regret
nothing
your
is
decision?
true?
To live as an assassin?
He just
for
said
so
that
long?
it's not literal. Listen, you can't be a monastic order without your colon.
I do not remember making that decision. This life, it chose me. For 3 decades.
I didn't
served the
choose
memory
the
of my
Assassin's
father and
Creed.
my brothers. And
The
fought for
Assassin's
those who have suffered
LP
the
stream
pain of
throws me.
injustice.
Yep.
I do not regret those years, but it is time to live for myself and let them go. To let go of all of this.
We're finally back to this door.
We just get there and the door's already open.
The end of the road.
He gets there, there's none other than the gods, and there's like, oh great, this idiot again.
Knowledge, above all else. Altair was a profound man and a prolific writer. He built this place as a repository for all his wisdom.
He built
He
this
saw many
place on
things
rock
in his
and roll.
life and learned many secrets, both troubling and strange. Knowledge that would drive lesser men to despair.
Does that worry you?
I forget how this puzzle works.
Sophia, you should know by now that
Basically,
I am not a lesser man.
there's these little slots in the door, and there's a whole bunch of them, but you only have 5 keys. But if you just look at the eagle sense, then you just need to figure out which constellation that they fit in.
I just cannot get over, like, I don't remember much about Assassin's Creed 1, but you remember, like, Altair was kind of out of his depth the entire time?
Mm-hmm.
I really like how they saw that guy, like, you know what he is?
had better
He is the
come on
fountain of wisdom.
I
mean, he had the magic artifact.
He grew into it.
Yeah.
I will say
can't
that
pull it.
I will say that after everything, all the forgettableness of this game, the ending is pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the ending.
Okay, this is a pretty nice atmosphere if you have to light the sconces as you go forward.
Mm-hmm.
That's some build up. But fucking I can't believe fucking Altair cheated his way into being a wise sage.
You want to meet Altair?
No books.
Because here he is.
No wisdom. Just you, fratello mio.
There he is. He's a skeleton.
I half expected him to be like alive, just like the old Grail Knight, Last Crusade.
Yeah. Also, I like how they're playing the swelling dramatic music as they reveal the skeleton. Guys, we found Altair! Yeah, he's dead, like we thought he'd be.
Yeah. One last memory to relive.
You have seen to my books.
Yes. Some we sent with the Polos. The rest will go with me to Alexandria.
Good. Very good.
Father, I do not understand. Why did you build a library if you did not intend to keep your books?
You should go. When the Mongols return, Masyaf must be empty.
I see. This is not a library at all. It is a vault.
It must stay hidden, Darim. Far from eager hands. At least until it has passed on the secret it contains.
What secret?
Go, son.
I cannot tell you it is a secret, you moron.
And live well.
All that is good in me began
Also, is
with
this
you.
technically a crypt because he dies in here?
Yeah, pretty much.
In much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
What does it tell you? What do you see?
Strange visions and messages of ones who came before, of their rise and their fall.
But what happens to us, Altair? To our family? What does the apple say?
Who were the ones who came before? What brought them here? How long ago?
We don't
Get rid of that thing!
sit in the chair just yet.
This is my duty, Maria.
If you are asked, say I sent the apple away. Tell them I sent it to Cyprus or Cipango, or that I dropped it into the sea. Tell them anything to keep men away from this place. This apple must not be found. Not until the time is right.
Sit a moment and rest. Stay a while and listen. Yep. We play Altair pretty much right up until the moment he dies.
You know, I kind of like this bit.
I like it. It's the only time that two player characters actually like meet each other in a way. And it's, again, this is the first time that Ezio and Altair meet each other. It's also the last time that we ever play as them. This is the end of both of their stories, right here. But wait, there's more.
Oh, I can't believe Altair had $6,000.
Yeah, we just looted his body.
Another artifact. No. You will stay here. I have seen enough for one life. Desmond?
He's talking to me?
I heard your name once before, Desmond. A long time ago. And now it lingers in my mind, like an image from an old dream. I do not know where you are, or by what means you can hear me. But I know you are listening. I have lived my life as best I could, not knowing its purpose, but drawn forward like a moth to a distant moon. And here at last, I discover a strange truth. But I am only a conduit for a message that eludes my understanding. Who are we, who have been so blessed to share our stories like this? Speak across centuries. Maybe you will answer all the questions I have asked. Maybe you will be the one to make all this suffering worth something in the end. Now, listen.
Hey.
Do you hear me, Cypher? Can you see me? Ah, there you are. Good. A strange place, this nexus of time. I am not used to the calculations. That has always been Minerva's domain. I see you still have many questions. Who were we? What became of us? What do we desire of you?
Those are good
You will
questions.
have your answers.
Goodbye.
Only listen, and I will tell you how. Both before the end and after, we sought to save the world. We built vaults within which to work, each dedicated to a different method of salvation. They were placed underground to avoid the war which raged above, and also as a precaution should we fail in our efforts.
Each vault's knowledge was transmitted to a single place.
Where's it gonna be?
It was our duty, mine, Minerva's, and Juno's, to sort and sample all that was collected. We chose those solutions which held the most promise and devoted ourselves to testing their merits. 6 we tried in succession, each more encouraging than the last, but none worked. And then the world ended.
Rip World.
Not the world, that's where I live.
Yeah, it wasn't at this time.
Get fucked. Also, I can't believe we're watching The Force Awakens now.
I like how the games before kind of like teased you with the idea of like a precursor civilization, and then this game is just like, yeah, here it is.
That guy just got fucked.
I can't believe it's Atlantis.
My God, the Earth is hollow.
I mean, they're already doing Ancient Aliens. Why not the Hollow Earth?
Yeah. Oh no.
It's like, we maybe should have told everyone this was going to happen. So are these like the ancient ones, or are they just humans living there?
I mean, they're the ancient ones, but I think the ancient ones were also humans, or at least the humans are descendant from them.
The earth shook for days, the fires burned for weeks, and when the ash had settled, less than 10,000 of your kind still lived.
Yeah.
And far fewer of ours. But we carried on, together.
Okay, so they are separate.
Okay, I guess, yeah.
Listen, you must go there, to the place where we labored and lost. Take my words, pass them from your head into your hands. That is how you will open the way. But be warned, much still remains in flux, and I do not know how things will end, either in my time or yours.
In my time or yours. Oh God, what is that? No!
Wait, look, his vitals are stabilizing. Something's happening. He's
guys.
moving.
Long time no see.
Desmond, can you hear me? Son? I know what we need to do.
Until next time.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, why did they give you one last flash of Ezio at the end?
It's a loading screen.
Gotta load all these credits, baby.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I know the question about whether the modern assassins have a Grandmaster came up earlier, and I don't know if we actually mentioned it, but William Miles is the Grandmaster Assassin.
Oh, no wonder they're losing.
Yeah.
But,
I think it comes up in some of the side content somewhere.
so that was Revelations.
That was the end of Ezio.
Yeah.
And Altair, in a roundabout way.
Altair, because I like Altair's ending. Not too big of a fan of Ezio, just because it feels like he didn't feel like any sort of arc concluded. Like he's like, well, I got to the library, I'm retiring.
I mean, I guess there's a bit of an arc in that he, like, you know, there's this artifact of incredible power, and he goes like, nope.
It was more so like he knew that he had to deliver a message to Desmond somehow, or to lead Desmond. Like he knew that there was some connection there, but he didn't really know any context.
Like, I'm trying to collect my thoughts on this. Like, it doesn't help that Ezio is a much stronger character than Desmond. So I care about Ezio. I don't give a shit about Desmond.
Yeah, a bit.
But I really think they probably should have built up the fact that this was Ezio had to find, like, maybe like got a message that he needed to find something to tell Desmond. Like, if that was the goal from the beginning, this would have been a much stronger ending. But it's just more of just like, oh, he's walking around, he's like, oh, I guess this is your part, Desmond. And it also kind of raises questions as to why the first vault they went to, what's her face, didn't just tell Desmond all this stuff.
It does get a little bit weird. Like, once the games all kind of start weaving together, it's like very clearly they were just coming up with excuses to get you to play the next game. But don't worry, there's going to be a lot more modern day revealing in Assassin's Creed 3.
That sounds like a double revealing. Okay, that sounds like a more modern day stuff. Sounds like a double-edged sword.
There is definitely more modern day stuff in 3 than there were in basically any of these games.
Yeah, because from what I know, that's like 3 is the end of the modern day plot, effectively.
It's not really, but it's probably the last major point of it, I guess. The last like major chapter. It's hard to explain.
Next time, Assassin's Creed. Actually, a pretty weird mind twisty ending would be if, like, instead of like when Desmond wakes up, it's Ezio.
Yeah. Ezio's in the real world now.
Yeah. Taking over Desmond's body.
That would be a really cool thing to actually explore, is to have like an ancestor actually like possess the body of a modern day person through the animus.
Yeah, we get, you know, we have ride-along data Ezio.
Yeah,
who is
and
also
like,
in your blood.
Like a modern day, yeah, like there's like there's like a modern day actual world segment where Ezio's like crawling around in your brain too, and like at the end of it, like let's just say like in a theoretical game, you're like in the past you're fighting the Templar Grand Master, but in the present at the last minute reveal, it turns out that the main villain in the present's also being possessed by that Grand Master.
I think you guys will like the Templar Grandmaster in the next
Ooh.
game, because I do. I love him. He's one of my favorite characters. He's one of a lot of people's favorite characters. Okay, Benjamin Franklin is in the next game.
James,
I will spoil that much.
All right, let's throw down Grandmaster John Adams.
Ben Franklin is actually in 2 Assassin's Creed games.
Oh.
He is one of the few historical characters that shows up in more than one game.
Oh, is he in Unity?
I don't know. I've never played that much of Unity, so he might be, but I don't think he is.
Oh.
He is in both 3 and Rogue.
Ah.
Is Rogue the pirate one?
No, Rogue is the one after the pirate one.
Okay.
Is Rogue the one in Haiti?
No.
Oh.
Rogue, Haiti would be Black Flag, which is 4.
Okay.
Rogue is like northeastern United States and Canada.
There were 2 games there?
Yes. The next 3 games are all, well, I guess Assassin's Creed 3, 4, and Rogue are all very closely related.
Oh, so they do like sub-trilogies?
Kind of, yeah.
Also...
Nobody played Rogue, though.
Now it's been way I've heard of it.
Yeah.
So also, I really like the part where series go on long enough that in order to prevent customers from being intimidated by the large number, they just start like giving them all subtitles.
A bit. I mean, I think they kind of realized that after there was Assassin's Creed 2 and then Brotherhood and then Revelations, they were like, okay, the numbered sequels thing is kind of stopping. It doesn't make sense anymore.
And then Kingdom Hearts is like, no, let's go further.
Kingdom Hearts is like, hold my beer. I'm looking forward to Assassin's Creed 3 to see if it's as bad as I remember.
Yes, finally, DICE, it's your chance to cut loose.
Yes.
Also, it's all about American history, so that should be topics that at least you guys should be familiar with.
Yeah. Exactly, DICE, you'll be able to... It's in Boston, right?
Part of it is, yeah.
Yeah.
The majority of it.
To Boston.
Yeah, I live like on the outskirts of like the suburbs of Boston, so.
Ah, okay. I couldn't remember if you lived near there or just there when Shakes was in town.
Nah.
So, yeah.
I live in Arlington, Massachusetts, which borders Cambridge, Somerville, which then turned border Boston proper.
Ah. So yeah, you will be quite relevant. The heartland.
For
of
one.
America. Not really.
Also, can't get owned, but yeah, people around Boston fucking love the revolution. So.
Well, we're gonna get to see it firsthand next time.
Like the place where the Battle of Bunker Hill happened is a pretty major like spot.
Mm.
And there's also like.
You go ahead.
There's a sign near where I live, like it says like, I think it's like I can't remember the exact sign, but it's a 76-year-old man here shot 4 British soldiers to death and was then executed.
National hero.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought this game ended with like a shot of a map, and then it shows like America, and it shows like where the vault is that they've arrived at. But I guess I misremembered.
In like the time lapse showing the location, it had very American buildings.
It did, yeah. But yeah, so we're in America now.
America.
I can't wait for next week where we delve into Americans Creed.
Mm-hmm.
And we can expose our gross ignorance of our own history.
Hey, just wait till we get to the one in Canada.
Who's this George Washington dude?
After all our bad Italian accents, now it'll be time to park the car and have it yard.
Time for our bad American accents.
Oh man.
And that's just how I talk.
Best. Oh man. Assassin's Creed Rogue takes place in like Newfoundland. The accents are gonna get out of control.
I'm going to insist on calling it Newfoundland every time. You can't stop me.
I mean, yeah, that's probably what they would have called it at the time.
Anyway.
The Newfoundland accent is quite...
Oh my god,
weird.
the credits are still going.
The credits are still going. Ubisoft games have a lot of credits.
Okay, I can't remember. Is it almost like... Okay, well, no. I can't even. I have no idea what Newfoundland accent's like.
The Newfoundland accent is very. It's almost like Irish. Like you can hear the Irish ancestry in it, but it doesn't sound like an Irish accent. It's weird. A lot of my family is from Newfoundland, so I am quite familiar with it.
Anyway, can't wait for the next game where AssCreed 3 protagonist writes the Articles of Confederation.
You might not be wrong, actually. I can't remember how it happens.
That would be beautiful. Yeah, so do you remember what time period of the American Revolution is? Is it the entire thing, or?
It takes place over several years. It's a lot like Assassin's Creed 2.
Alright.
It's kind of... We get to see a lot of the main character's life throughout the game, but yeah, it takes place pretty much over the entire revolution.
Are we going to get to see some of that 7 Years' War? Or French and Indian War, as it's called here?
Probably. I can't remember. I don't know the dates of the American history very well. We pretty much... It's basically like a guided tour of the American Revolution where you check off all the boxes, all the famous things.
In that case, I hope we try to kill George Washington with a gun, because that guy was famously hard to kill. I think during this one battle in this French and Indian War, he got his horse shot off of him multiple times. And there's an urban legend about how, or I guess a folklore thing about how at one point in time the Native Americans stopped trying to shoot him because he just would not die.
The only thing I remember about George Washington from Assassin's Creed 3 is that they present him basically as kind of a giant idiot.
He kind of was, actually.
Yeah, it is. The game's not really that nice to him. He's an okay, nice guy, but he's just kind of dumb. He's not a very good leader.
The thing about Washington is that he went up and beyond making himself super presentable. He would never touch his face in public.
Mm-hmm.
Always incredibly stiff, very incredible or of authority. But he also was very arrogant and would never run away from a fight.
They definitely I would say they capture that pretty well in the game. There's I forgot about it. There's a segment with Ben Franklin that I'm looking forward to because it's awful. It's fairly early in the game from what I remember, so we won't have to wait long for it. I don't want to spoil it because it is hilariously bad.
I guess I'm also spoiling my load of Revolution facts before the hand things.
Yeah.
You guys ever know about the time Ben Franklin just put out an article in his newspaper declaring an obituary for his a rival publisher? The only problem was the guy wasn't dead.
If he if he wasn't dead, why would it be in the newspaper?
Yeah. So when that guy sent out a newspaper article, the next news one saying, "No, I'm not dead. That obituary is wrong," Ben Franklin put out another counter message saying "I can't believe you're doing this, you liar. You should go kill yourself."
Jeez.
And this went on for years until the man finally died, and Ben Franklin sent out an obituary saying, "Thank you for finally doing the right thing."
Wow.
What an asshole.
Yeah. Harsh.
Well, that's at least how I remember it. I might be getting some details there wrong, but Ben Franklin was a huge troll.
Listen, I choose to believe that Ben Franklin did the funnier thing.
Man.
A piece of shit.
Kind of, yeah.
I just have to look that up now to make sure if I actually told him it was true.
Oh no, you might be slandering Ben Franklin.
Hey, he's a founding father. Not of my country.
It's so long, and it looks like the same exact scenery as like when I looked 5 minutes ago.
It's just a loop. They reconstructed the island, and now they've just been playing this loop of this video for like the past 7 minutes. I think I mentioned this before, but I recorded the credits for Assassin's Creed 4, and they were like, after I sped them up by like 30%, they were still 20 minutes long. It's stupid.
I mean,
everybody's got to get their credit. Like, I'm all right with that. And they go through, they put the credits for every version of the game, every single branch of Ubisoft in every part of the world. Everybody's name is in this game.
I can't argue against doing that.
No, but
they're not like Rockstar, who fucking wipes your name from the slate if you get fired before the game's published.
Nice. But Ubisoft also has a habit of making the credits unskippable. So they make you sit through this, and they make you recognize every single person's name. Which, fair enough. I guess the whole, opening splash screen of this game is made by a group of multicultural and multi-faceted people rings true when you sit the player down at the end and say, here they are. Here's all of them. CMK analysts. I don't know what that is, but I'm glad these people are doing it.
Worldwide music licensing director, Didier Lord. Man, so many people got their fingers on the Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, the Ubisoft is a big company. I mean, granted, a lot of these credits is like localization teams and voice actors for other languages and like marketing and all this kind of stuff, but even then, there's still a lot of people involved.
Okay, I think I found this. Okay, so Franklin was a rationalist product of the Enlightenment, a cynic who valued science over superstition, born on astrologers, such as Titan Leeds. More crucially, Leeds was a business rival in the printer's way at the ladder of what was often achieved by stepping on his competitors. When Titan Leeds did not die in the day, Franklin bemoaned the fact that he couldn't attend his best friend during such a month on Earth. It's inferior to the astrologer, who's not in a joke and ranted about this quite not blah blah. Yeah, so this is an actual thing that happened.
Oh, we're in the special thanks, and then just a thanks.
Oh no! Okay, no. See what happened after the guy died. Franklin wrote a letter pretending to be the guy's ghost, admitting that the guy who said he was dead was right all along.
Wow, that's even worse. Oh, production babies. It's a lot of production babies.
Powered by Adobe Flash?
Yep. This game was coded in Adobe Flash.
Well, impressive.
It was originally on Newgrounds.
Yeah, the Flash version, though, was a lot more about Ezio bagging ladies.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, the only thing that survived there was, I guess, Sophia and the letters Ezio would write. It was stupid. I also seriously thought this game was gonna end with like Ezio like passing on the, I guess passing on the genes, considering how much they were emphasizing Sophia. But surprisingly, they could have kind of could have removed her from the game.
A little bit.
Also, Rip Yusuf.
Rip Yusuf.
We will always forget you, Broseph. Did I just say we'll always forget you?
You did.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, the game basically dumps you back into a situation like before the final sequence, so you can just run around Constantinople as Ezio, or go to the island as Desmond. There's a few optional things to do on the island too.
Yeah, I noticed there were like some plinths locked behind picking up fragments or bits or whatever they were.
Yeah.
Anything cool there? Or are they just like...
I think it's... I honestly don't know. I can't remember. I don't think it's anything terribly relevant. But, I don't even know if it's... I honestly think it's just like more puzzles.
Ah.
I don't think it's anything like other memories or something. I could be wrong, but... Don't know why Ezio keeps drawing his axe when that happens.
Now they are distracted. Axe time. No, Ezio. Not today.
Today we're using our word axes.
Let me go. You'll be frightened.
Now it's axe time.
Jesus Christ.
What haven't we really used? Do I even have a short blade equipped? I don't think I do. Okay. I'll just use the crossbow. I don't know why that guy just didn't shoot me.
You are not alone, Arkadashin, and you need not be afraid.
Let me repay your kindness with action, assassin. If you would have me, I will join your cause.
Cool.
Georgi.
Away he goes. So yeah, that's Assassin's Creed Revelations. That is the end of Ezio. This is the last we'll see of him. I guess he'll be mentioned. I think we'll kind of see him again, but we won't be playing as him anymore. His days are gone.
But yeah, it's now his turn to be the skeleton.
Yep, basically. And say goodbye to the hook blade and the bombs.
Oh no.
Bombs, we hardly knew you.
I mean, kind of.
When do we get to the grenade launcher?
I mean, grenades are almost appropriate for Pirate Age.
I don't know if we actually get grenades. I think we might at some point.
Well, if I remember from the promotional stuff, like ships are introduced in the next game, like the sailing combat.
Yes, the whole sailing mechanics are introduced in the next game.
And then if I recall, after they're just like, you know what, screw it, let's make this the next game.
And then yeah, the Black Flag is just like, hey, remember that sailing stuff? Well, it's the entire game now. And then Rogue is, hey, you remember Black Flag? Well, it's that again. But this is actually the last time that we'll see... This is probably the furthest east that we'll ever go in an Assassin's Creed game.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Other than... Yeah, actually. This would pretty much be it. Because everything else takes place in America, or like North America.
Yeah, we're still arguably in Europe, too. Like,
arguably.
Turkey's kind of the border, like, area.
Yeah.
We're in Asia Minor. Actually, I think it's Asia Minor is where Turkey is.
Yeah, I guess this is farther east than Origins.
Yeah, or even Greece.
Yeah.
Odyssey too. This is
So it's either
as far as
North
we go.
America, Europe, or the Mediterranean.
We don't even go back to like Europe proper until Unity. So it's like the next, like the next 4 games are all in North America.
So.
Yes. Goodbye, Constantinople. I hardly knew ye.
Kind of a shame though. Like there are a lot of cool places we can go to.
It was a cool city. I enjoyed the city. I enjoyed the gameplay. I enjoyed some of the plot.
Yeah. My problem with watching an LP of a game is that you don't really get a sense of the game, like how it actually plays, how it feels to play. You just watch someone play it. So I can't really judge any of these games, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing too is like a lot of people don't like the Assassin's Creed series, mostly I think in part because I mean it's the whole Ubisoft open world game. Like it follows a very clear formula, and some people don't like that, and that that's fair enough. But I do. I enjoy them, and because there was a lot of saturation. Like there was one of these games every year for like a while.
Yeah, that's.
People were getting kind of sick of it, and even I played. Like I played the first game long after it came out, and then same with the second one and Brotherhood, and then I played Revelations shortly after it came out. But I went through it really fast. I didn't really spend a lot of time.
Yeah, I am amazed you managed. You like even for this LP aren't like burning out.
I don't know. It's different in this case. It's easier to me to kind of. I think it's because of compartmentalizing it more. It's like on the stream, I pretty much just play through like story missions and do major stuff, and off camera, I'll go and do all the side questing. So it's. I don't know. Plus, it also kind of breaks it up more. Like normally, Revelations probably would have taken me like a couple weeks to get through with pretty casual playing, whereas this is like the past month.
Yeah. Also, if you guys can hear that, that's my radio going off in the background because.
It sounds like someone's banging pots and pans in a kitchen.
Nope, it's just very out of date heating.
That's just part of your charm.
Sounds like an insult.
On that note, thank you all for joining me. Thank you for watching, and good night.
Good night, folks.
Next time we struggle to remember American history.